Welcome to the Duluth MakerSpace. This is going to be a virtual tour of our space. Coming right in, we've got some cool old arcade games. We've got one that runs on a Raspberry Pi. We have a front desk and a lot of little toys and trinkets that we've built. We've got a sign-in tablet. This is our break room here, so we have some snacks available for you. Walking through here, this is our craft room. So we have a vinyl cutter. This is a Cricut vinyl cutter. We have an industrial sewing machine. So, make your own Duluth packs there. Got a little Dremel station. We have a table where you can pull the inside out and it's easy to teach classes from that table. We have a serger. We have 2 embroidery machines. Through this here we have a classroom where we can have 9 people working on computers and project onto the wall there. This room here is our tech room, so we just have a battery charging station here. This is a soldering station with ventilation. We have a bench power supply, and these are all sensors, small electronics, switches, knobs, LCDs. And then this corner here with all these bins is kind of our Axeman corner. So we have kind of surplus equipment if you want to build whatever. So this big red thing, that's a 100-watt laser. The 2 little blue boxes here are 40-watt lasers. So the laser CNCs are, here's some examples. You can cut wood, etch wood, you can cut and etch acrylics and leather. So here's some work that members have done. You can make boxes, etching and cutting. You can make functional stuff, you can make artistic stuff. It's really up to your imagination here. You can make your own stencils. That's just out of cardboard. Alright, starting back at our front entranceway, you go through this doorway. We have a lot of tools and member storage. Everybody gets a bin. All the paying members get their own bin for storage. Right here, Joe's working on a little project with our big CNC. So as you can see, we have an 8-foot by 10-foot CNC. We also have 2 other smaller CNCs. Alright, going into the wood shop. Here we have a jointer, 2 bandsaws, routers, drill presses. We have a lathe. We've got some woodworking members at the space. We've got all the hand tools, tables. We've got another drill press, and then we've got all these sanders here. Space looks a little bit different now. We've organized it a little bit. Lots of clamps. We've got 2 planers. This is a 20-inch planer, and then we have a smaller DeWalt's planer, and then we have a saw stop table saw, which has a safety feature that if you accidentally get your finger in the saw, it automatically retracts the blade, saving your fingers. And we also have that chop saw there, and a cool spinny thing. So that's made with our CNC router. Going through here, we have our metal shop. So we've got an anvil, we've got the beefy bender to the right there. To the left, we've got a bender, we've got a chop saw, grinders, drill press, a bandsaw, and then we've got every kind of welder you can imagine, right? So we've got MIG, TIG, arc, acetylene, cool makerspace sign we made with the plasma cutter. So we have a handheld plasma cutter, and then okay, so here we have a bunch of storage of tools. We have a 20-ton press. This is a piece of milling equipment. That's just one of our pieces of milling equipment. There's a member has made a bicycle, a cargo bike. So here's our other mill, which somebody fixed their engine using already. And then we have a loft to kind of get more storage space in the metal shop. So just peek up here in the loft. We've got a sandblaster and a couple small other tools, some lathes, and looks like a drill press there, some milling equipment. And the whole space is really dynamic, so we're always improving and we're always moving and we're always changing things for the better. We have some air control there with a filter, and then looking down, that project there with the aluminum brackets is our plasma cutter. So we're building a CNC plasma cutter. So leaving the metal shop, we have kind of a hallway here with some big storage areas. You can pay a little bit extra per month to get your own shelf to store your stuff. So we've got somebody that's building a yurt and they don't want to haul their stuff back and forth. So there's that available to you. To the left, there's a 24-inch rock saw that's working and fully operational, so you can cut some really big stuff. All right, this is the tech room, so just another way to get to the tech room. So you see our 100-watt laser, the red thing to the left, our Axeman corner, and we've built our own cooling system for the lasers using Arduino. Here we just have an alternative view of our wood shop from the top floor. But on the second floor here, what we have is a fully finished lapidary room. So in the lapidary room we have all the equipment needed to cut and polish rocks. That's what lapidary means. And so we've got a few different tumblers. That's typically what people are doing with rocks, and particularly agates they find, around the area. We have a fastener, and here we have a Dremel press, so you can drill holes into the rocks and make necklaces and whatnot out of them. Right here we have our slab saw. So the slab saw is oil lubricated, and it will cut nice clean slabs off of a bigger rock, which you can then shape into your jewelry. And so here we have just kind of some rough slabs we've cut out, and from there you would shape it into something and polish it, maybe tumble it or mount it into a piece of jewelry. This is the trim saw. So the trim saw is water lubricated, and you can trim your stuff up. From here we have our grinding wheels. So we have a couple different abrasive wheels with a number of different grits that you can use to polish your rocks. There's a metal polisher, there's a finisher on the end of it, and those are all water lubricated. And there's a couple other pieces of equipment, a vibrating face polisher down here. And here's some unfinished products. So you mount rocks onto dowels, which makes it a little easier to handle. Use the trim saw to get them into a rough shape, and then grind them down to what you're looking for. And it's worth noting here that we do have a ceramic studio that's coming soon. It's not quite finished, but we do have all of the equipment we need. We just need to kind of finish up the last couple of hurdles to get the room ready for a ceramic studio, where there'll be 2 or 3 wheels ready for anyone to use. So we have a lot of complicated tools here at the Makerspace, but we have all these classes to help you learn how to get started on this equipment. Anything from technical classes, learning how to do stuff, but also more artistic classes or crafty classes where you can learn a new skill, or just an easy way to get your foot in the door here and see what we have to offer. We have a variety of colorful, knowledgeable, and motivated members here at the Duluth Makerspace, eager to learn, to share, and to collaborate to make the Duluth Makerspace more than just a building full of equipment, but really an active community of makers, builders, inventors, learners, artists, and the like. So come on down to the Duluth Makerspace. Check out DuluthMakerspace.com to see our classes that are coming up where you can sign up, or just stop on down during our open office hours and you can get a free tour to see what we have to offer. Thank you for taking the tour.